I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial, do this for my...
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right. Hey, Brown 80. Load it. Load it.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check, crunch.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he's got room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Rivers hands off to Eckler. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Run the mic. Watch what?
Throwing on second and long. Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Wait, 89.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Let's go.
Set. We're okay. Brown 80.
Hey, come on out here. Come on.
Hey, 79.
He don't want it.
On 1st and 10, Rivers completes it to Benjamin.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers. It's Williams on the catch. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time, but it'll be second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. The first carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Rivers now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
At their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look. 5 sets, 5 DBs. But what else?
And his first carry, he loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A throw over the middle taken in. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday. 5th grade, Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
50.
Here's Gurley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They try right side here. Gurley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator.
And that pass is going to be intercepted. by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
At the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on fourth.
Even. 4 down. Even. Hey, Echo.
There we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. Looking deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, go orange. Watch out. Orange. Watch out. That's white. 89.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And an alley to run. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 18 big yards on that one and a Charger first. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 12, Rivers. This is caught by Williams. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the deep.
Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First down, Steelers.
180. One day. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first and goal, Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey. Check. Lucky. Hey, ready.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw is Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Gurley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he loses the football the 2nd time. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 1st down, Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Johnson, the intended target. Third down here. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on third down.
44.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way down to the 27. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Complete to Washington. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. They were looking for Johnson that time. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe it watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once more, here's Eckler. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 3rd and short yardage, Rivers. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. But that's complete. It's Watson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40.
On 2nd down and 4, Roethlisberger, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 16.
Rivers on 1st down. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
19 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Gurley. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this, oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And partner, they found a gap. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Rivers now to throw on first down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Rivers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Rivers, he completes it to Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Completes it to Benjamin. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Rivers again. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Todd Gurley, 77 yards. And the Steelers are able to get a score back. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2.
Coming to you.
Roethlisberger. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
and that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The Steelers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Roethlisberger will head to the line as his guys will go for 2.
Check, alert. Check 13. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much...
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A fourth touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Here we go, here we go. 180, Monday.
It's a gain of 7.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Let's go, boys.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A run with Gurley there on first down, going to get about 4 yards. Desmond King making the tackle. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll run with Muhammad, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And some room to maneuver. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Try to punch it in with Eckler. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts.